Hey man, say man, it's Bulletproof Blambo back with another video, baby. The biggest, baddest fight channel on YouTube. Your one-stop shop for everything fighting and fitness. Get y'all dumbbells out. We ain't just watching content. We getting better at the same damn time. And today, we reacting to Merab Dvalishvili, otherwise known as the bantamweight GOAT, otherwise known as pillow-fisted Merab. Can't crack to save his life, Merab. You know, I do like Merab, man. But the real question, though, is, will Merab Dvalishvili cook Petr Yan for Thanksgiving dinner all over again? The real question is it a love-hate relationship with Merab Dvalishvili? I think so. The real question is, will Merab retain his title this weekend at UFC 323? I don't know. We about to find out.
Pick 'em up, take 'em to the moon, to the fucking thing. I'm riding through New York, bang, finna go and shoot New Jersey up, bang. Tryna take my chain, I ain't going. We gon' come and blow New Jersey up, bang. You want something? Hurry up, Try to rob, bitch, we 30'd up, Just like volcanoes, bitch, I'm curried up, Cheese in my pockets, velvet up, I'm a gorilla.
Alright, man, without further ado, let's get straight into this video. We got a podcast that Merab Dvalishvili did with Pound for Pound, Henry Cejudo and Kamaru Usman. Let's see what he's talking about. Merab, how you feeling, baby? The people want to know.
As the only guy to have 4 fights within a calendar year, how does that make you feel, Merab, to be the first guy to potentially do that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think too much about that. I'm more focused for the fight. But yeah, of course, always feels good when I break some new record or like some new, like something, like it's part of the history. Yeah, like we have a like long win streak and it's everything else. It feels good, of course, and it's motivation for me. But more than that, it's for me, it's more important is fight. Win a fight against now my next opponent against Petr Yan. This is most important. That's what I'm focusing on because how he's training and I cannot relax, because I have to train 2 times better than him. That's how is my mentality right now.
And I love that. I think that's extremely important. And I say this before to previous guys is when you become champion, people don't really understand. They think it becomes easy and you just have to relax. They don't know that it's really when you get ultra sensitive because I have to continue to get better. I can't take time off. I can't do this. I can't lose that because there's a next guy, there's a contender that's looking at you that wants.
I do agree with Kamaru Usman when he says that. The fact that when you become champion, it becomes a lot harder, especially in the UFC, because you got all these styles and fighters gunning for you. And it's not like you're preparing for all these fighters in the top 15, for all these fighters on the come up. They're preparing, but everybody is innately preparing for you. Everybody in the top 5, top 10, top 15, especially you, they're preparing for you. So you got to stay on guard, you got to stay ready, and you got to keep evolving. But here's my thing, bro. Merab Pillow Fist Dvalishvili has run through the entire division. I'm not saying I'm not excited about the Petr Yan rematch, bro. But I would rather him move up and see someone else defend the title, like a Petr Yan. Am I wrong for saying that? If so, I don't care, bro. I really don't. Because here's the problem with Merab, bro. He is so good with the cardio. He is so good with the endurance. And he's so good with weaponizing pace that it's almost as if he's having fun dragging the fights to the later rounds. He's having fun not necessarily hurting people, even though in his last fight he did hurt Corey Sandhagen. Couldn't get the job done, obviously. But there's like a sense of he's just there to have fun. And although that's cool every once in a while, bro, when I watch fights, when I pay for fights to watch fights, I'm trying to see someone's head get knocked off, bro. And I think in order for him to succeed at featherweight, he would have to adopt that kind of style. He would be forced to, because I know deep down Merab can do that, like how he fought Sean O'Malley in the rematch. But most of the time, he does not bring it out because it's almost like there's no need to. He knows he can beat these guys just weaponizing his pace. And it's cool every once in a while to just have fun for 5 rounds straight, bro. But eventually that gets kind of boring to watch. Like, it's like he takes him down, lets him back up, takes him down, lets him back up. I don't want to watch that every Merab fight. Especially when I know deep down Merab, he's a killer. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at featherweight, he's going to have to really dig in order to be successful, which I know he can. Petr Yan, on the other hand, he's already there. He's already at that level. He's already at that size to where if he's going to compete at a high level and retain his belt, keep defending his belt, he's going to have to tear into people, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's anything wrong with Merab's style, but I know that there's more. That's all I'm saying, bro. And I hope people understand where I'm coming from, but it's like certain people look better as champions in certain divisions.
It's your spot. And so defending each one becomes more and more anxiety each and every time that you go in there. Now, you're going in there December.
All that to say, I think it's time for Merab to move up. After he beats Petr Yan, just move up, bro. It's time, bro.
December 6th, UFC 323 versus Petr Yan. And this would be your rematch for you guys. So now, hey, Merab, you're starting to do what guys like GSP, guys like myself did, is start to go back now through the division a second time. Now, what is it?
Well, I don't want to see that, bro.
You see this time to think, okay, this guy might pose a threat. Or is it something where you're like, I've already faced him once. I know where I...
Because, bro, what you guys need to understand is, bro, when you have champions like Merab, it gets in the way of people's of certain fighters' star power, bro. You got Peyton Talbot on the come up, right? You got different guys on the come up. You got Alexander Topuria on the come up. You've got these guys on the come up to where if they fight Merab, like look at Petr Yan and Corey Sandhagen, that would be terrific champions, bro. Exciting fighters. But if they fight someone like Merab just based off his style, he's going to take all that away from them. Not in a fashionable way either. It's not going to be like a second round TKO head bounce off the canvas. No, bro. It's going to be a 5-round cardio, war of attrition, not much damage, but Merab just gets it done. Single leg, snap downs, lets him back up, smiling, laughing. It's like, bro, let's get around to it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's get around to it, bro. Let's add some ground and pound, some fight-ending sequences, and, some fight-ending scenarios. They just don't pop up a lot from Merab, bro. I'm not trying to take anything away from Merab's star power, but we have guys on the come-up. If they fight Merab, what do y'all think it's going to look like, bro? I'd rather see him do that at featherweight. I really would. Because imagine a Diego Lopez coming at Merab. He ain't going to have a choice to finish the fight. You're not going to go 5 rounds with these guys without taking damage or delivering damage. Imagine John Silva versus Merab. These are banger matchups where he's going to have to bring his A game. He's going to have to, throw down. At bantamweight, these guys are too small. They could try their hardest. They're not gonna break through to him, bro. It's just not gonna happen. You understand? And that's just me being honest. It's time.
Can capitalize and really take him out of the fight.
Yeah, Peter Yan is really tough opponent and tough guy for me, for sure. So
I'll get y'all dumbbells out,
I
man.
always knew that. Even I beat him in the first fight. He don't give me much respect. He was thinking he will like just beat me easy, and then I'm sure he was surprised first time, but now he knows how good I am, and he will be well prepared. And I'm sure he will come strong. And then, so me, I have to be also focusing. I know it's hard to focus when you beat your opponent first time. Second time, it's hard to motivation, because I'm a winner, but this guy lose against me, and now he will have a more motivation. And so me, I have to keep a same mindset, I think underdog mindset, even I'm champion, I have to keep an underdog mindset, because I know he's gonna come hard, he's gonna change his style fights. And I have to be just. I'm talking now, but it's hard to do in the training or in the fight. Or I hope I will do it. But it's a new fight and a new date, and we never know.
Yeah, Merab. The first time you guys fought Peter, I feel like there was a lot of bickering. There was a lot of tension in between you guys. This time around that you guys are fighting the second time around, do you think it could be different? Because I feel like part of what motivated you two to kind of beat up, because
Henry need to focus on Talbot, man. Talbot's coming to knock your ass out.
Expecting it to be that one lopsided. Do you need a little bit of that animosity to still do that to Peter Yan? Because I remember there was one thing that you did say. I can lose to anybody, but I cannot lose to Peter Yan. Do you still feel that same way? The machine.
Yeah, definitely. First time was different because it was a couple of reasons. He was bullied to us, like for me, for Aljo, and he was disrespecting us and stuff like this. And he's from Russia, I'm from Georgia, and in politics, I don't like Russian politics. I don't have. Everywhere is good people, bad people, but I don't like Russian politics. And then every time we have a competition against Russians, we have to win. We have to, because and so that was all mixed up. But after I beat Peter first time, it's our mentality. Like when you beat somebody and after he has a fight, you're rooting for him. I was after me, he fought 3 times, and I was cheering for him. Let's go, Peter! I beat, because it makes you look good too, when you beat somebody tough guy. And now I was cheering too much to him, and now I like him. It's hard to be mad about him. And he called me out, and he was very respectful. I'm like, I need to be mad at him again. It's hard.
So in other words, Merab, respect has been earned on Peter's side. It would be crazy for him to not respect you after what you not only done to him, but to all of us. And then
he messed you up too, boy.
Merab with the victory and the finish over Peter Yan. I'm gonna have to put you pound for pound, bro, the best fighter, because nobody's taking those chances. Nobody is taking those risks. A lot of people are, you can knock somebody out if you're only doing it twice a damn year. Can you do it 4 times like Merab and get finished? So what do you think? Am I a little too far off, Merab? I know you're a little more humble than Triple C.
You are wrong.
But am I wrong? Come on, correct me if I'm wrong. If he fights these 4 fights and gets a finish over Peter Yan, how can you deny a guy like Merab Dvalishvili as pound for pound?
I mean, I
And I
put
make a
this is
question for you, Kush. What's up?
Merab, and this is how I feel. I 100%. I put Merab. Remember how my pound for pound list was: Merab 1. It was Ilya 1, Merab 2, a very close 2, and then you've got Islam, and then you've got Alex Pereira. That's where I have that my top.
For me, I'm not gonna lie. It goes. I'm not gonna lie. For me, it goes Islam, then Alex Pereira, then Merab, and then after that, you can do whatever you want with it, bro. You can go Ilya. You can go. You know, obviously they say John Jones is retired, but he's coming back. So with that being said, you put him number 1, Alex number 2. I mean Islam number 2, Alex, and then Merab. But
2, and the reason I have Ilya is Ilya. Not only did he stop 2 GOATs of the division back to back. Stopped them. He said he was going to stop them. He stopped them. Then said, "I'm done with this division." Left the belt. Went up and stopped one of the potential GOATs in that division. And so that's the only reason I have Ilya there. But Merab is a very close second, especially with what you're doing, because Merab, you're really putting time in that octagon. You're going all these 5 rounders. That's a lot of time that you're putting in. That's a lot of experience that you're gaining each and every time. So that's why I have you at a close second. But you can tell me, what do you feel, Merab? What do you feel that you rank in that top 5, top 3?
No. With the win. Now the question.
With the win. Yeah, with the win. With the win, Merab. What do you think?
I'm asking you, Kamal.
Yeah. So, thank you guys. Like my job is to training hard these next 3 weeks and win this fight first, and it's a challenge for me. First, I have to win, and after I'm good. I'm good with to be ranked even in 3. I'm fine, but I think it's a Ilya number 1 for sure, and it depends how Islam will do now. If he wins the 170 belt, he should be number 2 and number 3. I'm fine with number 3. I'm good.
But Ilya has no defenses, though.
Wins this year, I'll be fine.
That's my only problem with this argument. Ilya has no defenses. Islam has a boatload of defenses. Now he's at 170 by the defender's belt. Pereira has a load of defenses. Merab has a load of defenses. Where are Ilya's defenses, bro? He just wins a belt and then cries about moving up. And then says, "Oh, my wife, she's off. My wife is off gallivanting with some other dude. I just saw her at a restaurant in Spain on the boat eating spaghetti." Like, bro, I can't fight. Boo-hoo. Like, come on, bro. Get out of here with that, bro.
Don't rub it in. I'm still salty.
Midget man to Poirier.
But that being said,
he ain't number 1.
And I think
he's top 5. I'll give him that.
Like, why not attempt to make history, bro? Like, I was a flyweight that went up and won a bantamweight title. You're a bantam.
This is what I want to know right here. What's up with holding off on moving up? It's time, bro.
Wait, why don't
1 or 2 more defenses and go?
This is how I see it. I think there does need to be a fight between you and Umar Nurmagomedov after this fight. I do believe, this is my opinion, competitively, tactically, the elite of the elite. I do feel like Umar is, because of you guys had it 3-2. I gave you 3, 4, and 5 in that fight. 1 and 2, I give it to Umar because the fight was close and because you've been finishing people. I feel like you get past Peter Yan, you fight Umar Nurmagomedov or the winner. I don't know what they're going to end up doing there. I think you should go up. I think there's a time and place. This is where I fought Kamaru a lot. I've always wanted Kamaru to be a double champ, and he decided to kind of stay there because of Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
When is Merab really ready to go up and conquer another weight? Because I will say this, Merab, I did count you. I felt like Corey could get you. Fucking, I thought I was going to beat you too. Like, truthfully. You know what I mean? It didn't happen. It backfired.
And you saved him.
Respect is given. But my thing now is, when are you going to go up to a whole nother weight division and cement yourself as one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time.
We have something cool here. What you're looking at is the new Expedience home gym. This one is called the Gym Mon.
Yeah. When it will be right time, I will go, no problem. But I think right now I should be focused, and I am focused on my weight class. Especially, I have a now fight against Peter Yan. After, yeah, I want to fight in March. Whoever will be ready for March, I will fight. And I hope I will get this White House fight. So after, we'll see. We'll see how the 145 division will be. And if UFC ask me to do it, I will do it. But like I mentioned before many times, I have so much respect for Volkanovski, and I know he's top and top challenge. And as a fighter, as a person, as a father, I have so much respect for him. And I want to focus to my weight class for now. Right now, I don't want to talk too much head of, So because it's a fight business, and
Right.
yeah.
Right, Merab. Well, listen,
Well, man, you heard it from Merab, bro. He doesn't want to challenge himself, bro. I'm just playing. I have nothing but respect for champions that stay in their division. But I just feel like, the division would be, and this isn't me, I'm not trying to insult or throw shade at Merab. I think he would have more success at featherweight because he, like I said before, he would be, I think, compelled to finish guys rather than what he's doing now. And I think the bantamweight division we would get to weed out so much more superstars without Merab being in the way. But we got a post from Merab on X, and I just wanted to show y'all this because this is where the UFC is headed, man. And if you don't believe me, this is what's gonna happen in the foreseeable future, bro. So right here we have a post from Merab, and it's basically showing, Chechnya, Georgia, Russia. These Eastern Europeans, man, they're taking over. This is where the UFC is headed. They don't care about what anyone has to say. They're going to keep signing these guys, bro. Look at this. As a striker, you look at this, and it's crazy. You got the 170-pound champion now in Makhachev. You got the two Georgians in the middle, 35, 45, 55 belts have been won by Merab and Ilya. Now at 185, you've got, literally the entire men's roster is Eastern European at this point, bro. America, we got to step up when it comes to wrestling and grappling, man. But these guys, it's like as soon as they hit first grade, they got to make a choice. You're going to be a doctor or you're going to fight? You're going to train? We don't have that over here. That needs to change. They should be asking us the same questions. We should at least have the skills to prepare for guys like this, bro. Because you got to remember, in these countries, they're not focused on football or basketball. They're raising gladiators, fighters, bro. And it's just interesting to see. This is where we're headed, bro. If Ankalaev was still champion, if he didn't lose that rematch to Pereira, which they're probably going to run it back, we would have 5 champions from Eastern European champions. Russian champions. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. It's something to look at, bro. It's just something to look at, and it's interesting how these guys all came up as grapplers. Now they're starting to evolve their game a little bit, but that foundation of that judo and Greco-Roman style wrestling is still there, bro. It is still there. But it's just an interesting thing to look at, and all us other countries, we got to step it up because pretty soon, let's say we get all the champions are from Eastern Europe. I'm not afraid to say that the UFC will change their route and just exclusively start, recruiting those guys, bro. And, we gotta start evolving our game in North America. We gotta start evolving our game in South America. We gotta start evolving our game, bro, before these guys take over. But that is it for the video, man. That is it. Y'all let me know down in the comments if y'all feel like Merab will retain his belt against Piotr Yan in UFC 323. I'm laughing because it's like, do I even have to ask that question, bro? I don't think I have to ask that question anymore. You guys already know he's gonna retain his belt, bro. He's gonna drown him, bro. I want to see it finish. Probably not gonna get it. Merab's probably gonna play with his food as he always does. That's why I say he needs to move up, because if he goes to 145, there's no way he's gonna play with his food. Those guys are too dangerous. They're bigger. You can't do that. Just like when Ilya moved up. Yeah, he got his quickest knockout yet because you're not playing with those guys, bro. They're too big. They're too strong. You got to get him out of there. You're gonna have to cause fight-ending scenarios, bro. You just are. Same thing with Pereira. He goes up. He's finishing guys quicker. Because, bro, it's like, it's life or death, You're not going to stand in there with a killer. If I look across from me and I see Piotr Yan versus, I don't know, who's somebody at 45, versus Diego Lopez, the Wild Man, or Volkanovski, or Lerone Murphy, I'm thinking to myself, it's probably in my best interest to get this guy out of here quick. Leave a comment if you think Piotr Yan is he has some tricks up his sleeve, because I'm sure Piotr Yan's coming with a vengeance, man. We all know how nasty he is. But yeah, man, that's it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay positive, stay motivated, and stay inspired, baby.